What is this? What is money? I don't want you to tell me it's a mechanism for purchasing products. That's blah, 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 blah. What is money? Money is freedom. And every time you withdraw this from the bank account, you're withdrawing freedom. Little increments of freedom. What is freedom? I don't know if anybody really knows what freedom is anymore. See, the more of this you have, the more you can go without working for somebody else and be free. Freedom to go lay on a beach in Florida. Freedom to go hike in the mountains. Freedom to buy your wife or your girlfriend that pretty dress she always wanted. Freedom to take her to a nice restaurant in that pretty dress and have a nice bottle of wine. But as soon as you run out of this is freedom. You have to go back and earn some more of this. How do you earn it? By working for the man. You become a slave again because you don't have enough of this. This now is also being devalued. Has been for quite some time. Through recessions, through inflations, price increases, through higher taxation, the purchasing power, although this might still look the same as it did when you were a kid, the purchasing power of this is diminished. And more of this that you used to take out of your bank account for freedom is now going to financial obligations. And it takes more and more of this to cover those financial obligations. So if this is freedom, and if every time you take freedom out of the bank, what is debt? Debt is the money of slaves. And because a lot of people have less of this for freedom, they're resorting to the money of slaves to enjoy their freedoms, only to dig themselves further into slavery. Because now they have to pay back the freedom, plus about 19% more freedom. So they're in a hole. I one time made a video about 6 months ago. It's probably in my archives. You can go look it up. I think I titled it "Slavery Never Ended. It was perfected." And I do believe that. It never ended. And I mean no disrespect to any nationality that might be watching me right now. We're all slaves. You and me. Some of us have dug themselves out of slavery a little bit more than others. And I encourage you all to do that as well. But in this video, I outline how we're all slaves and how we all live in an illusion of freedom. There's been studies that psychologists have done where slaves actually work harder when they have more freedoms or when they think they're free. Oh, don't get me wrong. You're allowed to leave this plantation, maybe go up to the mountains and camp for a couple of days. But that'll only last as long as you have freedom. But once you run out of freedom, you need to come back from that mountain. You need to go back to work and earn some more freedom. But unfortunately, when you do earn some more of this, you got to pay it to the financial obligations. And less of this, again, is going to real freedom. Don't get me wrong. You don't like this plantation? You can go to another plantation. You can leave this plantation and you can go to, I know several plantations. We've got Tampa Bay plantation, New York City plantation, LA plantation, San Francisco plantation. You got the Dallas Fort Worth area plantation. You got Phoenix, Arizona plantation. You got State College. The list goes on and on. There's all kinds of plantations. But as soon as you get to that plantation, you got to go earn some money. Freedom. So in this video I did, slavery never ended, it was perfected. Well, back in the day, at least art history books taught us, if a slave tried to escape the plantation, the men riding up and down on the horses along the fence lines would either hang them or shoot them, or punish them severely. And again, I mean no disrespect for any of the nationalities that might be watching me. Because I feel we're all in the same boat now. My metaphor is this. Just like trying to escape from a plantation back then, you go rob a bank and try to steal your freedom, same thing happens. Go try to steal your freedom from a bank and see what happens to you. See what the penalty is. It's very, very harsh. How am I evading the money of slaves? I am purchasing these. And lots of them. Whenever I get extra money, I am purchasing these. The point of this whole video is you need to earn back your freedom. Freedom is real money. You need to stack silver and as much as as you can. People will laugh at you, they'll laugh at me. The naysayers, the negative people. Oh, it's too much of a roller coaster, they say. It's too volatile. You shouldn't do that. You should put your money in the bank where it's safe. Let me tell you something. I'm in my mid-50s. When I was a kid, money was silver was right about there as far as value-wise. It was right there. And as I grew up, it went down, and oh my God, it's time to sell. Panic. Panic, sell. You get my point. The overall trend is this way, creating a trajectory. That trajectory through the years has taught me that eventually it won't be here, it'll be beyond that corner of the screen that you're looking at. All you need to do is take a look at what silver was in the 20s, the 30s. What was it in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, 1980, 1990? What is it now? So I wait another 20 years. What has history taught me that it's going to be worth? I could tell you it's going to be a hell of a lot worth more than as if this was sitting in the bank 20 years from now. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. This is kind of a rant. I understand it. I just want you to understand what money really is. It's increments of freedom. Some people have more freedom than you. Some people have less. Some people can live a lifetime on their yacht and never have to work a day in their life and drink champagne their entire lives. We were slaves. Get out of slavery. Get out of debt. Stop watching that television and letting it tell you what you need to purchase to be cool, what you need to purchase to attract more women, what you need to purchase to feel the heart, fill the hole in your heart. Because every time you listen to that television or the billboards, it never fills that hole in your heart. It never gets any of the things it promises you. And it only traps you into debt. Folks, have a great day. I hope this video, although it was all over the place, hope it made some kind of sense. So give me a thumbs up if it did. If it didn't, I understand that you might not liked it, but give me a thumbs up, then sub. Thank you.